Welcome to day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Day 5 here. Day 5? Welcome to day 5 here in Bali. And I just wanted to do an update just to talk a little bit about the last few days, how we've settled in, how we're sort of finding things here. So at the moment, we're at our little villa here in Canggu. The place we're staying in, it's about kind of like 5 to 10 minutes from the main sort of action. It's a little bit further north than the main kind of tourist area in Bali, which is kind of Kuta and Seminyak. Canggu, we found, is where a lot of kind of Westerners will stay for slightly more long term. Because it's a little less touristy, it's quite chill and laid back. Yeah, just not as busy. And yeah, it's a nice little villa. I mean, it's nothing too fancy. I mean, yeah, we have a pool and stuff. It's pretty basic. Like, the kitchen arrangement is very simple. There's like a couple of utensils and like one hob for cooking on. So Haley had a go at cooking lunch on there, and she, after sweating up a storm, she found it pretty difficult to cook with like very few instruments. We've actually been eating out most of the time because we went grocery shopping and we found the groceries to be just not that cheap. I mean, compared to eating out, we are eating out for like $5 a meal for breakfast, lunch and dinner. We're paying about $5. So it's pretty hard to beat. We can go grocery shopping and we can get stuff, but for $5 a meal, we've actually been eating out pretty much every meal so far, and it's working pretty well. So we find grocery shopping really easily because all we need to buy is water, occasionally like some snacks and things. Getting around's been pretty easy. We hired a scooter. Yeah, whenever we need to go somewhere, we just jump on the scooter. It's like a little adventure every time. And petrol is super cheap. You know, a tank of petrol in the scooter will last 4 or 5 days, and when it's time to fuel up, it might cost you $2.50 New Zealand dollars. It's definitely not bad. You save a lot of money on petrol. And yeah, the scooter's a lot of fun. So getting around is really easy. It took a little while to kind of learn where everything is, but after a couple of days, it's really easy to find your way around. There's a couple of main roads that lead everywhere, and we're usually going to the same places anyway, so getting around is actually becoming pretty quick and easy now, and it's good. The people in Bali are really friendly as well. Whenever you kind of have a question or need anything, like, everyone's really friendly and just happy to help you out. So it's real easy. You don't ever feel intimidated or out of your depth just because everyone is just super nice. So kind of our daily routine at the moment has been, we'll typically get up around 7 o'clock. Haley and I are both meditating in the mornings, which is really nice. We're trying to get into this kind of like spiritual routine while we're here in Bali. And then we'll head out to breakfast. We found a really great cafe called Crate, where you can get breakfast for $5 and really good coffee for like $2 as well. So we'll typically head to like Crate for breakfast. There's a couple of other nice breakfast spots as well. We're now working out of a co-working space in Canggu called Dojo. Because the internet in our villa has been pretty terrible, we're now working at the Dojo, at this co-working space. They've got the fastest internet here in Bali. That's costing us, it's about $100 per person per month. $100 per person, I don't actually find that unreasonable. It's a really cool, just motivating kind of place to work. Everyone's there to work, and it's very kind of like collaborative, sort of creative environment. So it's a really cool place to work from, and they have, you know, breakfast and coffee, and they're putting on events there as well. So there's good networking events and workshops and things that you can take part in. So we'll typically work there for a few hours while we've got that high-speed internet, and then yeah, we'll go and find lunch somewhere around Canggu. Typically we'll spend some time in the afternoons when it's really hot, just kind of relaxing by the pool, reading, that kind of thing, taking it easy during the heat of the day. You don't really want to be working too much while it's too warm. And then about 4 o'clock we'll go to the CrossFit gym. We're going to CrossFit Wanderlust here in Canggu. It's probably the coolest, biggest CrossFit gym here in Bali. Really cool. So we've got an open membership there for a month. We'll typically do our own thing, and then we actually join the 4:30 class as well. They have cold coconuts you can drink as well after the class, because you do sweat buckets working out in the 30-degree heat. So we'll get like a coconut and drink that after class. We like going down to the beach in the evening. Again, when it's a bit cooler, we'll go for a walk on the beach. They serve really good corn on the cob on the beach, which is glazed in like this nice butter, and that's like the best corn I've ever had. So we'll go for a walk, have a corn, come home and shower, and then we'll head out again and find somewhere for dinner. That's kind of our daily routine at the moment. So we're going to sort of use Canggu as our hub, but we do have a couple of plans to do some kind of weekend trips and things. I'll admit, like, the first few days for me, I was definitely quite anxious, because it's been a big change kind of coming away, and it really sort of started to sink in when we first got here that, oh my gosh, we're here for 6 weeks, and then we've got the whole rest of our trip to go. And I was getting quite anxious because it's so different from our normal routine. I feel like our lives today, up to today, have been kind of all revolving around work. You know, you go to work all the time and you're earning money so that you can pay your mortgage and buy your groceries and everything else. And now we're coming away, and while we are still working, it's not nearly as focused on work and income generation. So I felt a little bit anxious, like, oh my gosh, how are we going to pay for all this? I feel like we're just spending money and we're just going to return home broke. And so it's taken a few days to kind of get over that anxiety. And I've kind of come to terms with the fact, like, even if we do have to go into our savings a little bit, it doesn't matter, because this is going to be, we're already having a really great time and it's going to be a great experience. It's good now, definitely more settled, and feeling really positive about being here. Settling in has helped a lot. And so, yeah, just can't wait for more adventures. So yeah, that's a little look at our daily routine here in Bali. It's been fun sharing this with everyone. Thanks for all your nice comments and support and things. It's nice to have the support of our friends and family who are supporting us doing this. So thank you very much. Still need to convince Haley to get in the vlog. Maybe by the end of this trip. Who knows? Maybe. Thanks for watching.